morning, Eric Gervais with Marlow Marine. What we're going to do today is show you how easy it is to take a 66 Marlow off the dock. We're going to do a photo and video shoot today as well, and eventually we're going to take this boat into the St. Pete show. Hope you're having a great day. Cheers. First thing we're going to do is we're going to unplug the power. Turn off my 50 amp breaker, unplug it right here. Fortunately, we have a Glendenning on this boat, so watch how easy this is. I'm going to step aboard, set this down, open this up right here, make sure that's out of the way, it's free, and you hit the in button. You can do 2 people with this, but with some practice, after second day or third day, you'll be able to do it all by yourself. It does have an automatic stop, so it'll stop there. I turn it off, close it. All right, it's watertight, and I shut the door. On a boat of this size, we have twin 50 amp shore power cords, so I'm doing the second reel now. All right, shore power cords are in. We're gonna move to securing the aft deck, going up to the command bridge to start her up and then get underway here. So one thing I like to do is close as many of the doors that I know I'm not gonna need right away to reduce my workload. So I've got my 4 aft deck doors back here. They're all closed except for this one. Follow me up to the command bridge. Let's get her started. All right, here we go. Since the engines are cold, we are in warm mode. I'm going to override that right now to test my system. We have throttle on the port side. We have throttle on the starboard side. I'm going to test thrusters. Bow thrusters are working. Stern thrusters working. I do that before I go to my yacht controller or dock mate or whatever system you may have, because I want to make sure the boat's ready to go. We could cruise anywhere in the world today with this system, but this makes it a little bit easier for us. It's ready to go. Now we're going to test this. This is not meant to be a full orientation today, just simply to show you how easy it is to get underway. We are mobile. Center my rudder. Let's go down to the aft deck and get some lines off. Stern power cables are in, engines are started, our mates are up on the bow. I'm the captain. I've got the yacht controller in my hand with wireless control. I'm going to hop on the dock, undo as many lines as I can, and we're going to get underway. We do have a bird up in the air so you can see how easy this is as well. Just want to make sure I get the lines up and out of the way so they can't fall back in the water. I have full control of the vessel right here. Make it really simple. Here we go. I'm going to get this door and this one here. I'm looking up front. I'm just pushing myself away from the dock. If I want to see what's over here, that's the beauty of having mobility with a wireless controller. Now we're going to go up to the command bridge. And if I want to, I can engage in autopilot, which takes steering out of my thought process for the short term as I start shutting some of these things down. I'm going to turn the yacht controller off now. Power it down right here as well. We're going to make sure all of our lines are in, our fenders are in, all that type of stuff. And then we're going to go cruising. Now that we are out of the marina, next thing I'm going to start focusing on is my stability. This 66 was really well upgraded. It has Naiad roll stabilizers and it has a Seakeeper gyro, so I'm going to turn that on now as well. That takes a little bit of time to get spooling up. We're going to do some intercoastal cruising before we head out into Tampa Bay later. So I'm going to leave all that on while we're out here cruising today. It's just going to make our photo shoot that much smoother and more stable. Going through what's on this boat right quick, I got a 24 volt DC panel, I have a 12 volt DC panel, I have some rocker switches that do things. I've got a Garmin navigation package here with Cat C18 engines. My goal in this quick video was not really to go through anything in depth. If you'd like to get in depth on anything, please give us a call. I'd like to schedule time with you aboard the boat. This really, again, is just to show you how easy it is to hop on one of these 66 Marlow Explorers and go cruising. We're out cruising right now. We're on our way back from doing our photo and video shoot. Rob's at the helm. It's his first day running a Marlow Explorer. He's been an owner in waiting for somewhere about 6 months. He has a 53 command bridge coming. We're on a 66 command bridge right now. Rob, did you remember anything I went over here with that 24 volt, 12 volt, rocker panel breaker system, the LED light display here? Was there anything that popped out at you that you were like, wow, I didn't know that and I'm happy I have it?
Well, certainly the display of all of the lights and equipment that's running on the boat, controlled by the breakers, was a nice feature that I understand Marlow has, and it gives you that quick understanding of where the boat's status is at any given time. I like that a lot.
Now I'm going to cruise right now. We have both stabilizers on. We have our gyro stabilizer running. I'm going to turn that off, okay? We have our fin stabilizers running. I'm going to turn those off as well. It's a small chop today. I mean, it's, you know, less than a foot. We did do some zero speed activity while we were filming. What'd you notice, you know, between the zero speed gyro here and the fins? You know, how did that come together for you? What were your opinions of it?
Well, I have the gyro fins coming on the 53. I don't have the stabilizer coming. You know, I suppose that I feel comfortable having the stabilizers, being that they're zero stabilizers, and the comfort level did definitely improve, although the conditions weren't super noticeable for the features on this particular Marlow.
And what we have on this boat is we've got a Seakeeper gyro. I'm going to go ahead and put that back on right now. That's going to knock out a little bit of that roll when we're going slow, or we're anchored out, or we're just moving, you know, zero speed. That's why we refer to that as our zero speed stability. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in our roll stabilizers, which are our fins made by Naiad. If I remember, what we're saying is you're putting the zero speed fins on your boat. You're not going to have Naiad fins here and a gyro like this one. You're going to have dedicated fins that will move when you're either underway or at anchor to give you that roll rate stability.
Right.
Have you been out here boating in Tampa Bay before?
I have not.
Okay. So we've done some navigation today. We've cruised around this 66 Marlow. We've done startup, leaving the dock, shore power cores, generator, engines, some electronic stuff, some navigation stuff up here as well. And what's your takeaway? You know, you're getting this similar sister ship, just a little bit smaller. You know, is it everything you expected and more? And more.
Yeah, it's exceeding the expectation. I love the stability, the heavy feel of the boat. You know, I've been on other boats, obviously, and I'm just really sold on the quality that Marlow delivers to the customer, the backup redundancies that the boat has. It's just very, very well thought out, from you know, the keel strut systems to everything about the boat. It just shows well, looks well, performs well. You know, it's very inspiring, and it's great to have the opportunity to get out on this vessel with you, Eric, because you know, it just makes the anticipation of getting mine all the more hard to deal with.
And what are you planning on doing? Like, we're out here today just cruising for a photo shoot. We're going to drop the photographers off and then move into the St. Pete show. Hopefully not get too challenging my docking situation, but what you're going to see, you know, probably as tight as a navigation as you're going to ever experience today. Going into a show, getting all those boats as tight as possible, right? So where are you expecting to go in your boat? You're going to go cruising where?
Well, I'm going to start with Florida. I'm going to be comfortable with my knowledge and be safe for everybody aboard. And I'm going to expand it. I grew up in Boston. I want to make the trek up north. We've looked at the Great Loop. I don't know if that's on my agenda at this point. Certainly the Bahamas are there. I need to be more experienced than I am for the Bahamas, in my opinion. So I'm going to grow with it. I'm going to really appreciate having a very safe, solid vessel underneath me to explore and relax in, you know, the years I've worked hard for to get to this point in life.
Has this been something you've been dreaming about a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years how many years have you been targeting, working extra hard to be able to get that boat to go do this trip?
You want me to tell you how old I am? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a lot of people out there who watch videos like this who are, you know, they're starting a business, they're halfway through a business, they have a target date or selling, whatever, you know, and they want to do this dream. So my point of this video today was, in addition to doing a listing video shoot, was to show people how easy it is to run one, right? Would you say that this is easier than you thought it was going to be?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, from the docking procedures, we've got equipment on this boat, and boats are equipped nowadays with yacht controllers and thrusters and so on and so forth that make it very, very easy and comforting. My wife is not a boat person per se, and she already feels comfortable with the knowledge of how this is being handled, and so I'm confident that that will be something that will be accomplished easily. Mm-hmm. Although I certainly have been out boating enough to know that I have to respect and be careful of you know, bad weather, obviously, and but we're not on a time schedule, so it's going to work out fine.
Right. Well, that's all great. So if you own a Marlow Explorer and you'd like more orientation from us, my name's Eric Gervais. We are the experts. We can be reached at 1-800-362-2657 or sales@Marlow Marine. One of our qualified brokers could come out, spend some time with you on your boat, teach you a little bit more about it. If you're interested in building or buying a new one, same thing. Give us a call. We'd like to talk to you. We'd like to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Thank you for your time today.